life as artwork. You might not understand this. The way that I spit is like putting strokes on the canvas. Taking notes of all the urban cries. Put it down, materialize, then watch as the paint dries. Better bet the ink, cause every time I think it's time to keep it flow while these other cats sing. No Titanic, too over dramatic. I feel like new edition in the brain now. Tell me, can you stand it? With each word I'm building me a steeple. And if you open my works up, there you'll find my cathedral. You got your wood stains, a little glass paint, but it all tell a story, man. Think that it can't. Where I come from, it's deer hunters and street guns. So I spray these words like the Uzi weighs a ton. It's that heavy. I'm pouring this out from my heart to give you the truth the way that you see is art. Now you can tell by the voice that it ain't the joke, and everything that spit is just like a brushstroke. Paint a picture, paint a picture, paint a picture, paint a picture, paint a picture. Yo, this life is artwork. Now you can tell by the voice that it ain't a joke, and everything that it spit is like a brushstroke. Paint a picture, paint a picture, paint a picture, paint a picture, paint a picture. Yo, this life is artwork. My description, better yet my mission is to visualize and give the world vision. Work to heal the streets with a little audio heat. And smooth it all out over laid back beats. A to the R to the T, Wisco flow. Like you're in a gallery and see a Picasso. But this ain't Picasso, baby. Even though it's like Jay, cause it's gonna drive the world crazy. This is for those admiring and looking. I heat it up for Instagram and play the rest cooking. It's so acrylic every time that I spit it. My foliage show that I all get it. Speaking of, this art get wows and awes. Like a masterpiece that's up in the halls. Everything is so realistic, but better yet, man, yo, it's so artistic. Cause now you can tell by the voice that it ain't a joke, and everything that spit is just like a brushstroke. Paint a picture, paint a picture, paint a picture, paint a picture, paint a picture. Yo, this life is artwork. Now you can tell by the voice that it ain't a joke, and everything that it spit is like a brushstroke. Paint a picture, paint a picture, paint a picture, paint a picture, paint a picture. Yo, this life is artwork. My glaze hand bring the pick on home. I'm just an artiste in the Midwest zone. Now it's a lot of cats that paint, but they ain't making art. Cause they be lying from the very start. So I make it a point that I paint what I feel. Cause I know deep inside what I feel is all real. And this exhibit don't end till I say so. Sincerely yours, Michael Tangelo. Now you can tell by the voice that it ain't a joke, and the way that it spit is like a brushstroke. Paint a picture, paint a picture, paint a picture, paint a picture, paint a picture. Yo, this life is artwork. Now you can tell by the voice that it ain't a joke, and the way that it spit is like a brushstroke. Paint a picture, paint a picture, paint a picture, paint a picture, paint a picture. Yo, this life is artwork. It's all artwork, baby. Welcome to my masterpiece, theater. Now you can go on and get a bootleg of it if you need to, you know what I'm saying? You can hang it on your wall, you don't even need a frame. Yo, this life is artwork.
You picked me.
Hi.
Hi.
How old are you, baby?
32.
All right, give me better light. Oh, there you go. Missy, is your name Missy?
Can you hear me?
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Get the light together and the phone together, baby.
Okay, let me turn the light on.
And you
This
want
better?
the light in your face. It's like behind you. And wipe your screen.
Ready?
Wipe your screen. Wipe your screen. All right, let me see if I can work with this. What's your name, honey?
Missy.
Missy?
Yeah. M-I-S-S-Y.
M-I-S-S-Y. What do you do for a living, boo?
I do home health care, and then I do Uber, and then I do Lyft, and then I do Instacart and Grubhub.
So Uber, a driver maybe?
Huh? Yes.
Okay. You have any
And I
kids,
do home
Missy?
health care.
And home health care. You have any kids?
Yes, I got 4 kids.
How old are your kids?
9, 7, 4, and 1.
9. Hold on, 7, 4. How many men?
4.
Why are you not with the 1-year-old dad?
He got some problems. Like, he had too many problems. Like, he got like some crazy problems, and I had to leave him.
Baby by him?
Huh?
Why did you have a baby by him?
I was pregnant before I found out.
Why did you get pregnant before you found out he had problems?
I found out he had problems after.
You should have found out first, right?
Yes.
Why are you not with the
But he's a
4-year-old?
good dad, though. He's a good dad. He take care of his daughter and stuff.
Why are you not with the 4-year-old dad?
Because he domestic violence.
When
he likes to put his hands on people.
When did you find that out?
Like, let me see. One day when he was drunk.
Do you think you got to get to know these men better before you have sex with them?
Yeah, but I've been knowing him for a long time. His mama's been knowing me since I was a kid.
So you knew he had domestic violence problems, but you still had a baby by him.
No, I didn't know that he was crazy like that.
You just said you knew him since
he
you
was
were
drunk
a kid.
one day. He flipped out and put his hands on me.
Okay, let's keep going. What do you do? You told me. Missy, what's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Capricorn.
Okay, and where you calling me from?
Grand Rapids, Michigan.
So we got Missy, home health care. She's also Uber driver, Grubhub driver, a driver. Instacart, 4 kids, 9, 7, 4, and 1. A Capricorn and lives in Michigan. What kind of man are you looking for?
I'm looking for a down-to-earth man, a guy that like to travel, like to have fun, go on dates, you know.
Okay.
A family man.
So a family man?
Yes.
So do you want him to be a part of your children's lives?
If he want to, but you know, I'm looking for like a family man, yes.
So what would you say to the guy that is concerned because you do have 4 kids by 4 different men and 1 child, 2 of your children are under 5?
Yes.
So what'd you say to a man that might be concerned about that?
Why would they be concerned? That's what I'm trying to say. Why would they be concerned? It's like if they like me, they gotta accept my kids too.
Well, let me break it down to you. The kind of man you just described, any man that is a provider that knows he has to take care of things.
No, he ain't gotta take care of my kids. I'm just like family man, like we go out and do something with the kids or something like that, you know.
I think this is where a lot of women are missing the mark. Do you want to get married one day?
Yeah, I want to get married one day.
Do you want to live in the same house as another man?
No, we can stay in the same house.
You want to live in
or we can have separate houses.
So you want to get married, but y'all live in separate houses?
No, I said we can do either way, you know.
So you're open to getting married to a man, but he lives in a different house than you?
No, it's either way. He can either stay in his own house or he could come stay with me. I could come stay with him. It don't matter.
But you guys will all live together, correct?
Yes, I will live with him.
Okay. So
I lived with a guy before.
Right. But what I'm trying to get you to understand is when you move in with a guy, you move in also with your 4 children. So a man has to be able to provide for you and 4 other people. That's 5 people.
No, I have to take care of me and my own kids. He just got to provide for himself.
If he lives with you in the house, he's going to be providing for you. You have to have a certain house.
We can go half and half.
I know you think you have all the answers, but just hear me out so you can understand the things that men go in their mind. Okay. If he wants to go on vacation, it's not just you and him. It's you and 4 other people.
No, I can.
That's 4.
Get a babysitter.
So you got to answer for everything. So you really honestly don't understand how a man would have to adjust for your children. You don't get that.
No, I don't get that.
And this is actually the problem. This is the problem right here, that women are not understanding. Listen, your kids are a blessing. So I want to make sure we get that clear, right? But your kids are a blessing mostly to you. To anybody else coming into the picture, they have to look at your kids as, can I love on them the same? Can I provide for them the same? Do I want to live in a house with 4 kids? You have a 1-year-old, you have a 4-year-old. Let's say he's a working man and he's tired. Does he want to come home with a crying baby? You know, does he want to adjust his life and his in order to be with you and your children? These are some of the things that men have to think about when they are accepting a woman that comes with children. You also have 4 children by 4 different men. Does he want to deal with your 4 baby daddies? Does he want to live in a house with a man and their child, and now this man got an issue how he's talking to your child? Is your child going to backtalk him and say, "You're not my real daddy"? You know, does he want to deal with all that?
He ain't got to deal with 4 of them. He only got to deal with. He ain't got to deal with none of them.
Your kids don't live with you?
My kids live with me. I got full custody.
So if he links with you and y'all get married, he wouldn't be dealing with your kids?
He won't have to deal with the baby daddies.
Oh, so as your kids get older, they're never going to have any relationship with their father?
What you say?
As your children get older, they'll never have a relationship with their father?
Yes, they got a relationship.
Okay, so let's say,
I'm just saying that the guy that I date, he ain't got to deal with the baby daddies.
You're saying that now, but let's say your 1-year-old turns 8 years old and he's mad at your new man, and then he goes to the biological father and says, "This man was talking crazy to me. He ain't my daddy." Now the biological father calls your man and says, "Yo, you better make sure you don't talk to my child this way."
No,
the bottom line
they ain't gonna do that. I got my baby daddies in check.
Oh, your baby daddies are in check.
Yes.
Okay.
We got to understand it. So they call me and say, "Hey, I want to see the baby this time." Then I'll bring the baby. You know.
Your children are.
They don't just come to my house and pop up like that.
Your children are 9, 7, 4, and 1. You have a lot more years to deal with these men. You don't know how it's going to turn out.
Well, I'm ready to date.
Of course you're ready to date because you want companionship. Everyone wants that.
I don't really care about companionship. You know, dating is like going out, having fun, you know.
Well, how's that working for you, Missy? Are you getting a lot of opportunities?
I was dating somebody last year, but, you know, I've just been focused on work and stuff.
Okay. All right, so let's keep going. What was the last question? Oh, let's do, does the guy got to make a certain amount of money?
Like $50K a year.
Okay. Do you want more kids?
No.
So you don't want more kids?
I don't have my tools tied, but I'm just saying I don't want more kids right now.
And you want to get married one day?
Yes. You asked me that, yes.
Yeah, so you want a man that already has kids then, right?
He can have kids or he can want kids. If we get married, I will have a kid with him.
So now in order for you to have a baby, you got to be married?
Yes.
Why didn't you have that requirement before you had your other 4 kids?
I was going to get married to my first baby daddy, but he backed out. He was scared to get married.
Well, what about the other 3 baby daddies?
I told you the other one is in life. He's doing life in prison. So.
Oh, one of your children's dads. Why is he in prison for life? Because
he got himself messed up with something. Somebody had died or something, and at a hotel, somebody got shot, and he was with somebody that shot somebody, so they gave him life in prison.
Okay. Oh, okay. Missy, child. Does this guy have to look a certain way?
No, just sexy.
He has to be sexy.
Yep.
Let's do the Kendra cam.
Okay, let me see. How can I do this? It's hard. It's hard to do this thing. How you do this thing?
We can't see your legs, honey.
Well, let me sit it somewhere else because I don't know where to sit it at. Well, let me get my daughter to do it for me. Come here, Nye.
I'm a king cause I do what I want and what I need. I don't need you to nobody, I'm busy doing my thing. Mess with me and you could get forgotten, just let it sing. I don't play, I just win every day, I get it in. I'm a king cause I do what I want and what I need. I don't need you to nobody, I'm busy doing my thing. Mess with me and you could get forgotten, just let it sing. I don't play, I just win every day, I get it in. I'm a king and I will never knew. Plotting for my fall, you getting hanged for treason. I don't aim to please, do anything I feel. Haters gonna talk, don't listen to the shit. They tryna be like me, they know they can, yo. Can't even get close, I'm on a pedestal, sitting on my throne. My neck be decked in gold, I don't do no hoes, I got a queen though. I'm a king cause I do what I want and what I need. I don't need you to nobody, I'm busy doing my thing. Mess with me and you could get forgotten, just let it sing. I don't play, I just win every day, I get it in. I'm a king cause I do what I want and what I need. I don't need you to nobody, I'm busy doing my thing. Mess with me and you could get forgotten, just let it sing. I don't play, I just win every day, I get it in. I'm a king, I told you guys before, ready for the war, to get me way much more. Gather all this prize, add them to my kingdom. Shout out to my fans for pledging your allegiance. You get a reward, the best flow you've ever heard. I don't be mixing with birds, I'm a lion on the surge. Always pushing to the edge, facing arrows, never scared. For my greatness I'm a servant, only under myself. I'm a king cause I do what I want and what I need. I don't need you to nobody, I'm busy doing my thing. Mess with me and you could get forgotten, just let it sing. I don't play, I just win every day, I get it in. I'm a king cause I do what I want and what I need. I don't need you to nobody, I'm busy doing my thing. Mess with me and you could get forgotten, just let it sing. I don't play, I just win every day, I get it in.
Welcome everybody. We are back. We are back. One more. We are back. It's Wednesday, y'all. Got a very interesting one today. Big shout out to the big homie El Guapo over there on the Beautiful Lies channel. Big shout out to Mr. El Guapo on the Beautiful Lies channel. But before we get started, let me talk to you. Let me talk to you for a second, okay? Listen, y'all. So all month long, we have been on a 5K march to we've been on our 5K march. And 5K meaning 5,000 subscribers. We have been working hard all the month of August so far to get to 5,000 subscribers. It is to me, that is my equivalent to having 100,000 subscribers, because this is my opinion. You know, some people are very, very brass and arrogant about what they do in these spaces, and I'm gonna be quite honest and quite frank with you guys. I put in a lot of work. I don't have the nice raspy sultry El Guapo voice and all that good stuff. I don't have the charisma of the angry man or the lead attorney. I just simply over here put my head down and deal with the issues. And over here, hold on a second. Did I welcome everybody to the Real Bravado Network? I think I did. Your trusted RBN source over here. We are a Black issues-driven channel. We attack the issues over here, not the people. We attack the issues, and especially the issues that keep Black folks from being together. And my name is TJ, and I am I am your facilitator for this journey. And please, everyone, as every day that we've been here, please, everyone, do me a huge favor.
Acknowledge me.
Acknowledge us here over at the Real Bravado Network as we try to put in the work over here. Like I was saying, I'm on a march to 5K, and I'm over here and just putting in the work, trying to grow a channel, trying to gauge some interest in what we do, and having a very different conversation. That's why the name of our stream is called Have the Conversation over here. And so, we are really focused on the actual issues, not the drama, not the back and forth. I mean, if somebody want to come up and give me some smoke, come on with it. I don't mind a good debate, but that's what we're doing over here on the Real Bravado Network. And I've had some help along the way. So yeah, I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about that. But today, well, actually, let me say the last 2 weeks, we have been using our coffee break over here to really set up what we're going to be doing tonight. Tonight at 8 p.m. Central Time, 9 p.m. Eastern, tonight, we're going to do something that I know is not very popular, which is educate. And tonight is going to be our first installment of the rise and death of the Black family. And the last 2 weeks, we've been here nearly every day for the last 2 weeks during the coffee break, and we've been dealing with the separatists. I was going to try to use a fancy word. I'm not going to do that. We've been dealing with issues and the attitudes that are keeping Black folk apart. And mainly what I've done, the thing that got me started on it was a live stream that the Angry Man did, asking the question, is it time for Black men to walk away? That stream, and as I broke down that stream over the course of a couple of days, the one thing that I really took from that stream was how uncomfortable Angry Man was about having that conversation or gauging that actual topic, or he appeared to be uncomfortable with it. And this is a man who's usually pretty steadfast on his thoughts, his opinions, and where he stands on this. And I said over and over again in those streams that Angry Man does not have a dog in the fight. Angry Man is a married man with his own family, and he's out the way, but he still has a profound love for Black families and Black people. And when you sit there and asking the question, should Black men walk away? No Black man should ask themselves that question without taking a deep rooted look introvert into saying, why am I having this conversation with myself? And especially those of us that are out here that are still single, that are still looking, that are, really would prefer to share a life with somebody that reflects our own, that shares our reflection. But we got our women out here now, man, and oh my God, what is out here to choose from? Our women complain about the quality of men out here, and I just find that kind of funny, because they complain about the quality of men, and they complain it based on the men that they've accepted in their life. And too many of our women have accepted the Duster Bunnies or Duster Bums or the Dirty Dick Dillagers or the Pookies and the Ray Rays into their space. And then they're painting all of us with the broad brush. And we've done this for generations. Black men have taken it on the chin for generations. Today, last night I was watching a live stream with my homeboy behind me, El Guapo. And he did another profound live stream, and his last night's live stream had the same theme that mine has had, that Angry Man has had, about, good God, is it time for us to just walk away? And I know the answer is to what? Walk away to what? And I've asked this question to Black women, and a lot of them have said, to us with that question of should we walk away, a lot of the women go walk away to what? Who gonna want you? Don't nobody else want you. Yeah, I don't know. So today we're actually going to react to two things: Ebony K. Williams and El Guapo. And everyone should, those who watch me regularly, should have a profound understanding of how I feel about Ebony K. Williams. And we're going to get into it today. We're going to get into it. What's up, Mr. Elemento?
What's good, TJ? How you doing today?
I'm good, man. I got a surprise for you.
Let's do it.
Let me look at this comment section real quick. Because somebody, is there somebody here spamming me? Hold on, let me put this stuff up. What? I don't know who this is.
1865, huh? Interesting year. Tell me more. Since you know so much, you got the year on lock. Tell me more about 1865.
I don't understand what this got to do with anything. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm a kind of keep an eye on that, and
Sure.
maybe I should. I've only blocked 2 people since I've been starting, and I don't know. This one might seem like another block, but Ebony K. Williams has spoke to her. I mean, the larger platforms have covered this a while ago, but this fits into what we're going to get into tonight, Mr. Elemento, which is, the rise and death of the Black family.
Right.
And why Black men are sitting up here having this conversation about, is it time for us to move along? When you got women like Ebony K. Michelle out here spreading some nonsense or proposing ideas that continually champion the continued death of the Black family.
It's all about the packaging, man. It's the wrapping. You know what I mean? How is it being presented to the people that make it so controversial, or does enough of the controversy make enough sense to make people scratch their head?
Yeah. All right, let's get right into it because I don't have time to be here long. Yeah, hold on a second.
Black women are availing ourselves to all of the options that our hard work and circumstances currently afford us. And that means that single motherhood by choice is going to be an option that more and more Black women consider and even exercise. So anybody that's in their feelings about that can go ahead and start to process right now. Because Black women that have the privilege to embark upon this expensive and oftentimes lengthy process will increasingly decide to forego marriages and partnerships that do not serve us and that are not in our best interests. And now that bypassing those insufficient relationships does not have to come at the expense of motherhood.
She
what?
called. She called relationships with Black men insufficient.
Said foregone marriages and partnerships that do not serve us. Wow.
I don't understand if you are in a productive relationship and everybody wants to think that there are no problems and strifes or tribulations in relationships. My grandparents were married for 60 years before my grandmother passed away, and there were plenty of strife and tribulations and trials in that marriage. But to sit there and say that it didn't serve my grandmother when my grandmother was a stay-at-home mother for almost their entire life. In Black culture, our culture, if you want to call it culture, our Black culture is to serve Black women. We hold our women in higher regard than any other men in this country. Our women are the heads of our families. So what does she mean by not being served? Relationships that don't serve you. Every relationship within the black experience has been now designed and tailored to serve you and your need. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
even the way you talk, our women claim the children as if they're their children only. She'll call the father and be like, "Don't you be hard on my son, my daughter." What? Not
don't
ours.
tell them that they ain't my child. Don't tell them that. Yeah, okay.
So I don't understand what Ebony K. Michelle is, what she's on with this. I mean, I know what she's on with it, but I'm just saying this is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Well, frankly, it's a whole new world. A world in which black women are no longer subject to the desperation of being chose, because now we get to do the choosing. And as we choose, we do have to contend with the reality of a dismally small supply of black sperm. Because most black women on this journey, we want to create children that look like us and that look like our families, and that means we want black sperm. And as we heard from Reese Brooks, it's the definition of slim pickings, and sometimes that means compromising on this aspect of your journey. Now, I am extremely fortunate.
What the hell? You want black sperm? What kind of shit is that? Wait.
You want me to back that up a little bit?
She said, we want black sperm, right? That's like saying, oh, we only want red grapes. We don't like the green ones, right? We don't want the vine nor the plant. We just want the grapes. But tell me, beautiful black woman, how did you get here without this black man, without this father in your life, in one way or another, helped you get to this point, right? And now you're just looking for the black sperm? Like, so to me, she's saying that she doesn't even see black men anymore. All you see is a chance to create something that you want in the reflection of what you don't want. How does that make sense?
Mr. Elemental, our women have chosen this path. Ebony K. Williams is becoming the face of it. She's becoming the face of this narrative. What we are living in right now, we are currently living in the death of the black family. Single motherhood by choice. This woman is arguing for the perpetuation of what's been happening since about 1960. This woman has reduced, well, first of all, she's 41 years old, and she squandered every worthwhile relationship. Her last relationship that she admitted to, she was involved with a white man.
Of course.
And she was not only was she involved with him, she was engaged to him, and he dumped her ass. He dumped her because she had a whole problem with the fact that he needed to go spend some time with his kids during the pandemic lockdown.
What?
She threw a whole fit with this white man about him wanting to go spend some time and hunker down with his children. And she threw a fit about that. And unlike a black man who probably would have shown her sorry ass some grace and mercy, he did what white men do when you step out of line with them. He dumped her ass. And she's sitting up here now with the scowl on her face. They call black men angry and bitter because we're bringing up these subjects. Our women ain't got no room to talk about being angry and bitter. They actually talk about the absolute hatred of our men, the how disposable and useless we are. Black men don't talk that way. Even though we're bringing up the issues, we're not saying we don't need you.
Never.
or we don't want you, or that you're
Never.
disposable, or anything like that.
Never that.
Every
Never
man,
that.
including men that are in relationships with other races of women, they all, even as much as I dislike Clarence Thomas, as much as I dislike Clarence Thomas, he said, I would have preferred a black woman. And we're going to talk about tonight, starting tonight, how our women, how our men, how black families have gotten to this death. We're living in the death of our families right now. And here's the face of it.
Now, I am extremely fortunate that I was able to secure 2 vials of black sperm from California Cryobank when I embarked on this part of my journey last fall. But I do know that I am an outlier. So I've got 2 concrete tips for single black women who think this may be an option, either now or maybe later. Number 1, please check out Reproductive Village. It's a new black-owned cryobank, and it's designed to help with this shortage of black sperm. It's set to open its doors in D.C. later this year, and it will also have drop-off locations in Atlanta and Houston, Texas. And number 2, be proactive. I say go ahead and start looking right now for desirable black sperm. You register with all 4 of the big cryobanks, and this includes California Cryobank, which I used, Seattle Sperm Bank, Fairfax Cryobank, and Zytex. Then you can scan the current options for black sperm. And if you see some sperm that you like, I suggest go ahead and buying at least 2 vials right now. Even if you do not intend to use.
Just go down to the corner store and just pick up me a couple vials at the liquor store.
Really? I mean, but look, it makes sense, right? You can get the plan B over the counter. So why not be able to create life and destroy life for a price?
Good God.
Science has done it, man.
If
they do that, which she's talking about, science has done it. They have
than to be without
really
them
positioned
in the
themselves
time
as to
comes.
being God.
And listen,
or at least
if you
what they
never
believe God is.
Right, absolutely.
Need them for whatever reason, what a wonderful gift to give to a friend or a sorority sister in need. And also, most of those banks, they allow you to.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Wait. She didn't just say that, did she?
Hold on.
Please go back. Please go back.
Sorority sister in need.
Hold
and
on.
Also, most of. And listen, if you never need them for whatever reason, what a wonderful gift to give to a friend or a sorority sister in need. And also, most.
Oh, this woman is increasingly leaving me with not a whole lot to say. I people in my life would be shocked to find out that I am absolutely unequivocally speechless right now.
Yeah, myself included.
Shout out Coco.
Coco Swole was good.
Yeah. We won't be here long. I didn't get a chance to hear all of this. This is maddening.
Yeah.
Banks, they allow you to resell the sperm back to the bank itself.
What?
And I know that.
So the sperm bank got a return policy.
Wow.
Oh my God. The sperm bank got a return policy.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
So if you never get around to it, you can just sell it back and get your money back. So it's not a big deal.
I have heard it. Oh my goodness, a return policy, bro.
Just FYI. Just FYI. Only 2% of black men donate. So our seed is of scarcity. She mentions it too. She mentioned it earlier about how she was fortunate because wanting a black baby with a black man and you want to go that route, the chances of being able to secure your 2 vials for a friend is very low. Because only less than 2% of black men are actually And El Guapo's going to talk about that in just a little bit when we get to him.
Wow.
that many are going to question or even indict the decision that I and many other Black women are making to become single mothers by choice. But I, like the...
Let me ask a question, and maybe I'm a little bit off on this, but okay, you're gonna make the choice to be a single mother by choice. If the best outcome for a kid developmentally, for development, if the best outcome statistically is a 2-parent household, and you are choosing to be a single mother, who, by the way, have the worst outcomes for their children. So if you're choosing this, how do you call yourself a good mother when you are choosing to put your kid in the worst position possible?
That is such a great question. It really is. To me, the only thing that I can think of is to prove something to someone for some reason that you don't have a reason to prove anything.
If you want Ebony K. Williams, if you wanted a family with a Black man, didn't you think it would have been prudent on your part to be a little cooperative? Or is this scowl on your face and your attitude more important to you than the family? And the answer to that is yes, because she wouldn't bought her 2 vows, and I guess she bought 2 more for her sorority sister.
So why would you even put yourself in a position to have to raise the thing that you despise? I just don't get that. Yes. I really don't. Why would you not just simply try to breed the Black out of yourself if you don't want the thing that's going to help you create this thing that you say you want, which in turn is the thing that will grow into what you hate? What sense does that make?
This is a mental clusterfuck.
Women you heard from today go by the creed of no regrets. I have, and many Black women have, too much love, too many resources.
Too much love. This attitude has nothing to do with love. As my Sexy is Strong just said, as Coco Swole just said, this is absolutely selfish.
Right.
This is absolutely selfish.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And you wonder why you got these movements, these passport bros, or your Save Yourself Black man movement, or you got Black man after Black man in these spaces now wrestling with the idea of, do we just say, as Usher say, do we just let it burn? Do we finally let this thing just burn?
It's hard, man. It really is.
Which leads me into my homeboy El Guapo.
Have you all heard the ghetto parable about the Christian that was out at sea and their boat was sinking? And somebody rowed out to them in a rowboat. And they said, "Hey, your boat's sinking. Come on, I'll help you get to shore." And the person in the boat says, No, I'm waiting on God. God will save me. Somebody comes out with the fishing boat with the little motor that she had the handle on the back. They say, Hey, your boat's sinking. Come on, jump on. You can sit next to the fish and I'll get you to shore. And the person on the boat's like, No. It's a little smelly over there. I don't want to sit there. God will save me. And then you see a tugboat come up and it's leaking oil a little bit, but it's strong and it's ready to go. And the old grizzled tugboat captain comes out. He's got one eye. He's got grease and oil on his face. And he says, "Hey, I don't know if you noticed this, but your boat is sinking. Come on, I'll get you to shore. And they're like, no, no, no. I'm fine. God will save me. And the person on the sinking boat drowns because their boat sank. And they go before the Lord and they say, God, why? How in the world could you let me drown? And he said, I came to you 3 times trying to save you. Hang on. Let me do this the right way. Let me do this the right way, team.
People don't know how profound. Hold on, Mr. Elemental. People do not know how profound that parable actually is.
No, they do not. I've heard it spun a different way, but I knew exactly where he was going. Yes.
You know, yeah, that parable is in multiple cultures, told multiple different ways. The moral of that story, before we get back to El Guapo, I'm not going to stop it a lot because there's some stuff in here. The moral of that story is the fact that we expect God to come sit down next to us and deliver the thing that we want the way we want it in the way we want it.
Yes.
In the manner that we want it. We think God is our personal Santa Claus. All we got to do is, give him our Christmas list, and he's got to magically poof our Christmas list. Our women are like that with the men. How many of our women there are any halfway decent looking black woman, a 4 or higher on the look scale, them sisters, by the time that they're 40, they've had about 4 or 5 suitable men that would have made excellent mates and headship for them.
Sure.
And because these men did not come in the package that they wanted, now they're out here. You know how unlikely it is for a woman, any woman, to be remarried again after the age of 40? Only 25% of black women, period, will get married. So you talking about the older you get, the more stuck in your ways you get, the more cooperative you get. And I'm sorry, ladies, your biggest value to a man is your ability to reproduce him. And when you're 40 years old, you're not doing that.
Nah.
A lot of you might not be able to do that at 40.
Some might, but that's a monumental task to ask a 40-year-old to come home with a newborn. For real.
Right. What? And none of y'all, and let's keep it a buck. Y'all don't want no Down syndrome babies.
Hey.
Y'all don't want them. If you can have them, it's going to be a Down syndrome baby.
That's heavy.
And let me tell you something. Studies have been there have been plenty of studies shown that the older you are when you have children, the higher the risk of them having chemical imbalances in emotional behaviors. So you see a lot of these cats out here with these old ass mamas, they out here wilding out, can't sit down, ADD, all of that crap is coming on because them eggs ain't right no more. The eggs are retarded. Out here getting fertilized retarded eggs.
That's just cold. But look, I mean, you can't argue with the numbers, right? Women who have children in their older age, past 35, past 40, they just have children that have problems. Not every single, couple that has a child in their 40s has a child that has
you have to understand
some sort of issue, but
that's not a high number. And our women always, Mr. Elemento, they always like to hang their hat on the exception. Most of our women believe that they're going to be the exception to the rule. 100, almost 100% of our women believe that they're the one that is going to happen to. Listen, sweetie, if every last one of you were the exception to the rule, there will be no exception to the rule. It would just be the damn rule.
Right. It would be the damn standard. Like, come on now. Come on.
Lord have mercy. El Guapo is being quiet right now because he's making the silent messaging that this man right here, this is Kevin Samuels, may have been our women's final lifeboat before they were drowned by the storm. Look at LG.
I feel like I don't need to say anything.
Look at him.
That was it. That was it. That was your rowboat. That was your fishing boat. That was your tugboat. And just because it wasn't wrapped in the package that was appealing to you, you chose not to be saved. So my question to you is, and this is a legitimate question, and I'm not being mean. My question to you is this. What level of sympathy and or empathy should you feel for those that had every opportunity to be saved? And they do this in Brazil when they think you're a snob. Oh, do you like this? Every opportunity that they had to be saved, to make it work, and they turn their nose up at you, and they actually look down their nose at you like you're lesser than. Is that not what they did to our good brother here? So I don't arbitrarily come up with these titles. I don't arbitrarily do my thumbnails. I put a lot of thought into them. And when I say that these modern women have no choice but to hold this L, they have to hold it. I'm going to leave you with this, team. Shout out to the Blizzard King. Where's my Blizzard King thing? There we go. Shout out to Dennis Sperling. I was watching a live of his, and he was talking about interfering when God is trying to do his work.
Good Lord. Hold on a second.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Say thank you to 3D Radio for the $5 super chat, and also for the $3 super sticker. Thank you, brother, or sister, whoever you are, for supporting what we're doing over here, supporting the message. This one's very heavy because I'm going to get to it when El Guapo's done. But yes, interfering with God's work.
There's only one being that we know that does that, right?
We're asking for God. We're asking God for help, but then we're going to tell him how to help us.
Doesn't really work that way.
It's a good way to get a thrashing. It's like jumping into the middle of a fist fight that you have nothing to do with. Maybe we just have to let them fail. That hurts. My queen mother goddess simp chip is short-circuiting right now when I say that. It hurts. As a man with black daughters, it hurts.
Come on. Another black man who's saying, I don't know, what's going to happen with my channel. It might tuck her out next month and, go away. It might get more. Somebody might unearth these streams, years later. Sometimes that happens. But understand, no matter how much you hear our black men out here chest thumping about walking away, that's a little bit, that's mostly bravado. No pun on our name, Real Bravado, which was being, bravado means bold, real bold. Right. It's a little bit bravado. Wolf ticket selling a little bit to a degree.
Sure.
Look at his face. Let me pull him all the way up. Look at his face. Does that look like a man who is comfortable with what just came out of his mouth? Does that look like a man who's happy to open his mouth to utter the words, maybe we should just let it burn? And it's not a statement that he said this is what we should do. It's a question.
Right.
He's uncomfortable with the question. If you get even the people that do a lot of chest thumping, like the obsidians of the world and stuff like that, when they're out here chest thumping about walking away, if you get them fuckers to be honest, they all will have that look on their face.
Of course.
Now they're rah-rahing up the base because there's a degree of anger and frustration amongst black men about the lack of cooperation from our women. But when you strip away that rah, gaslighting everybody, you get what you're seeing on my screen right now. You get that look.
Damn right.
You get the elevated raised voice in me, the frustration, the thing that sounds angry and bitter. Go fuck yourself. About me being angry and bitter. I got a right to be fucking angry. The mere thought of having to even ask the question, no matter how out of order our women may be, that's the look. If my feelings had a look, there it is right there.
For real. I mean, to me, that says part disappointment, part frustration, and then of course he even said, he has black daughters. So him trying to come to this realization and then have to face his children, future black women, with how they are supposed to approach the world from their dad's perspective or with their dad's insight in mind, knowing that this is what he has to deal with. That's a level of frustration that will leave you exactly with that look on your face.
Yeah, let's continue.
But maybe we can't interfere. Maybe it's too late. Shout out to my main man, the Real Bravado Network, with the $10 super chat. Says black women continue to ask God to help put black families back together, and he sent us Kevin Samuels. They look to get. Ooh.
I'm gonna pause it right there because there's only so much you can say in a super chat, without explaining it.
Sure.
I'm not saying Kevin Samuels was our Messiah. He was not. Joseph in the Bible was not Joseph. Sorry, Abraham was a messenger. Solomon was a messenger. Peter was a messenger. In the Bible, John the Baptist was a messenger. Jesus Christ was a messenger.
Of course.
These are all men that were either crucified, killed, murdered, or martyred for the message. Jesus was the Son of God, and he was murdered. He was murdered because he wanted to save the world from God's wrath. And they murdered him for it. So Kevin Samuel is not the Messiah, but God does send messengers.
Yes, indeed, he does.
Black women continue to. I'm gonna go ahead and let me tell you something. That super chat hit that brother some kind of way. I didn't intend it for it to hit him that way, but I don't know.
Bravado Network with the $10 super chat. Says black women continue to ask God to help put black families back together, and he sent us Kevin Samuels. They look to get Ooh.
Look at that. Look at that. He felt that.
I don't want to say he on point, but damn if he ain't on point. Ugh. Nope, nobody wants that. People are so comfortable.
They looked a gift horse in the mouth, and God said,
full of truth.
You're not ready. That's deeper than y'all want to believe. It really is. Shout out to the Real Bravado Network. I know that a lot of people aren't going to be into the biblical and the Jesus conversation and all that stuff, but I've told you success leaves clues. This stuff has all been written before. What happened to Lot's wife when she turned back and looked at those that were left behind? Was that was Lot's wife, right?
Yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not a Bible aficionado, but I believe that was Lot's wife.
That was Lot's wife.
Lot's wife.
The story of Lot's wife. They were in Sodom and Gomorrah.
Mm-hmm.
God sent angels down and told Lot, get your family, get out of town. I'm going to burn this fucking place to the ground. When you're on your way out of town, don't look back.
Simple instructions.
Whatever you do, do not look back.
Simple instructions. Just go forward.
So Lot got his family, his wife, his children, and got the F out of Dodge because Lot believed what God said. Lot's wife, being a woman, being disobedient, had to get one final look at her home, that was her home city, that was being destroyed. Loved ones, family, friends, they're all up in there being destroyed. And she turned her ass around and turned to a pillar of dust or salt. And when that happened, what did Lot do?
He did like the impressions. Keep on pushing.
He kept trucking and was heartbroken.
Of course.
It's simple. The story is basically when you're told, when it's time for you to move on, your time to move on, and God delivers you a path out, you don't go back for one more round because that one more round might destroy you.
Everything that you got should be with you already. Everything that you need, right? Because he did give them time to prepare themselves, right? The angelic beings came down, the whole confrontation. It was a whole big deal. They had plenty of time for her to do all of that stuff. But that just said, like you're saying, he was focused on the future.
Yeah.
He was focused on, I just need one more. Just one more.
Should we make one more attempt to rescue? Is God telling black men to walk away? I don't know. But what we're going to do tonight, everyone that's in the chat, do me a huge favor. And I know we're not, so excited about education, but understand what I'm about to do tonight. We're going to do something that I have not seen done on YouTube before. We're going to do an anthropological autopsy on Black families. Nice. The rise and the death of Black families. How in the F did we get here? We know how we got here a little bit, but I'm for to tell you, you gonna know. We're starting with Reconstruction, which happened. I'm starting our Black family story right after the Civil War ended.
Yeah,
Do you not know that I was alive when my great grandmother's mother was alive? Did you not know that her parents were slaves? I'm talking about my grandmother's mother's mother. I was alive when she was alive. I was a baby. It was young. Our generation have had family members who were direct descendants of slaves.
Yes.
My grandmother's mother was born in 1910.
Yeah. My grandparents' parents were born in the 1890s.
There you go. Direct descendants.
Yeah.
We're going to get into that tonight. El Guapo, Angry Man, TJ, and I'm not in the same category. Kevin Samuels, the lead attorney, all of these people, all of these men across the diaspora, or whatever you want to call it, are struggling with this, and our women just seems to be very blind or stubbornly, willfully ignorant of the fact that we're sitting out here saying enough's enough. And are you guys so selfish that you rather see the complete and total loss of Black? When I was growing up in school, they used to talk about, Jesse Jackson used to talk about that Black people will go extinct in this country.
Ooh.
Are we witnessing the extinction? Are we living through the extermination process of us? That's a rhetorical question.
I don't know if I want to call it extinction, genocide, or suicide.
I don't know. Come back tonight, everybody. Help me out. I'm begging. Also, we're on our march to 5K. We're only 110 away.
Let's go.
Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend.
Show. Pull up for sure. It's going to be just more of the same. Like you said, having the conversation. Make sure you pull up with all the folks you know. Join this conversation. It needs to spread to more and more of our communities anyway. Come through.
Look at that. That's the face of a man, Black man, who's tortured about the idea, the simple thought of us walking away.
Yes.
I'm a king cause I do what I want and what I need. I don't need you to nobody, I'm busy doing my thing. Mess with me and you could get forgotten, just let it sing. I don't play, I just win every day, I get it in. I'm a king cause I do what I want and what I need. I don't need you to nobody, I'm busy doing my thing. Mess with me and you could get forgotten, just let it sing. I don't play, I just win every day, I get it in. I'm a king, and I will never kneel. Plotting for my fall, you getting hanged for treason. I don't aim to please, do anything I feel. Haters gonna talk, don't listen to the shit. They tryna be like me, they know they can, yo. Can't even get lost. I'm on a pedestal, sitting on my throne. My neck be decked in gold. I don't do no hoes, I've got a queen though. I'm a king cause I do what I want and what I need. I don't need you to nobody, I'm busy doing my thing. Mess with me and you could get forgotten, just let it sing. I don't play it, I just win every day, I get it in. I'm a king cause I do what I want and what I need. I don't need you to nobody, I'm busy doing my thing. Mess with me and you could get forgotten, just let it sing. I don't play it, I just win every day, I get it in. I'm a king, I told you guys before. Ready for the war, to get me way much more. Gather all these parts, add them to my kingdom. Shout out to my fans for pledging your allegiance. You get a reward, the best flow you've ever heard. I don't be mixing with birds, I'm a lion on the surge. Always pushing to the edge, facing arrows, never scared. For my greatness I'm a servant, only under myself. I'm a king cause I do what I want and what I need. I don't need you to nobody, I'm busy doing my thing. Mess with me